गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतः नः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदांग विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च ॐ नमः प्रणवार्ताय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तः पुनः पुनः। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनः शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम हरि ओम। We'll chant the first mantra. Namah Shri Shankarananda Gurupadambujanmane Savilasamahamoha Grahagrasaika Karmane. We'll chant 149th verse, page 180. Page 180. Niruktāvabhimanam te dadate tarkikādayaha harṣamishradibhistetu खण्डनादौ सुशिक्षिताः खण्डनादौ सुशिक्षिताः We had seen till 148 words yesterday, and what we had seen was the Maya's indescribable nature. What is meant by indescribable or inexplicable nature is that something when we see, where we can do action, we can talk, we can think, we can get some sorrows and joys. But there is no real cause for that. And anything is true only when there is a cause for it, real cause, and the cause should be modifying. If there is a cause for some effect which is not modifying, then that effect will be false anyway. But if the cause is modifying and is there, then I will say that that effect is real. I am repeating it. Any effect will be real where following conditions hold. Condition number 1 is cause should be modifying. Number 2, cause should be there, and cause should not be dependent on some other cause. If such conditions are there, then I will say that the effect is real. I am repeating it. Cause should be modifying, cause should be there, and cause should not have another cause. Then I will say that the effect is real. Now, this is a little impossible thing. Because supposing I see a flower, so flower has the cause called the plant. Plant is also not causeless. Plant has a cause called the seed. But that seed is also dependent on earth. Earth is also dependent on water. Water is also dependent on fire. Fire is also dependent on air. Air is also dependent on space. Space is also dependent on mind. And mind is dependent on self. And therefore there is no cause of the world which is not having another cause if it is modifying. So it is not possible to have a modifying cause which does not have a cause. And therefore the effect cannot be real. Now, because ultimately there is one unmodifying cause on which effect is seen. If from an unmodifying cause the effect is seen, that means nothing has happened actually. If from an unmodifying cause effect is seen on that, that means nothing has happened. The effect is an illusion, it is just an appearance. If it was modifying cause which did not have another cause, I would have said that effect is real because something has happened, because something changed. But ultimately here nothing is changing. This is called inexplicability, which we were seeing in the Maya portion. Now, I will divide the inexplicability portion into three areas. One is our empirical aham. When I say empirical aham, means a doer, enjoyer, happy, unhappy, father, mother, child. Second is called the prarabdha of the empirical aham. And third is called the general world, which is same for all. Empirical aham is different for everybody. And prarabdha of everybody is also different. What is prarabdha of mine is not your prarabdha. What is your prarabdha is not her prarabdha. She has money, I don't have money. His wife is good, my wife is not good. Or my wife is very good, his wife is not good. I am having the problem in the kidney, he doesn't have. So prarabdha is different from person to person. So three things. But sun is not different from person to person. Sun, moon, rose, breeze, mango tree, guava tree, or what is it called? Strawberry. They are same. If anybody sees the strawberries, he may not get it, but it is same. So there are three areas where I will touch upon and then move forward. Empirical aham, prarabdha of the empirical aham, and the general world which is same for all. Now it is easy to understand that empirical aham is based on ajnana. I am sad because I don't know myself, therefore I am feeling sad. Who will be the illuminator of sadness if I am sad? I am a father. Who will be illuminating the father? I, unless there was a seer which is not a father. So there is an illuminator, and therefore it is easy to understand that this empirical changing I is mithya and its cause is ignorance. Khatam ho gaya. Cause is ignorance. So why I am sad? Because of your ignorance. Why I feel I am father? Because of your ignorance. Why I am feeling that I am very excited? I am successful because of your ignorance. I am successful also because of ignorance, yes. I am young. If you put any suffix on I, you are into ignorance area. You don't put any suffix on I. I am and I alone am, at the most you can say. Or I am illuminator of all. So this is easy to understand that this is an area of ignorance. And therefore this empirical I is also inexplicable because effect is terrible. Of this empirical I, it is going from birth to birth, death to death. And the effect is inexplicable, but the cause is ignorance. There is no real cause for it. Now I am talking about the prarabdha of this empirical I. Now prarabdha is the offshoot of this empirical I. So I have a very good house. Why? Because you did action. Why? Because you were a doer. Why? Because you were ignorant. So therefore it is very easy to conclude about that. And this is the inexplicability of the prarabdha. Pandavas had suffered. Why? Because of their actions. Why? Because of the doer. Why? Because of the ignorance. Ultimately, ignorance is the key here. When I say ignorance, it means which is not there. It's showing something because it is not there. Remember one thing. When I say because of ignorance, it means it is showing something which is not there. If I say I'm sad because of ignorance, that means you are unnecessarily sad. If I say I'm sad, I'm father because of ignorance, that means you should unnecessarily are becoming father. If I say I'm incomplete because of ignorance, it's meaning unnecessarily you are feeling incomplete, you are not. Anything because of ignorance is not there. Falsely seen. Falsely seen. I'm feeling, because of ignorance, I feel I am a failure. Unnecessarily you are feeling I am a failure. You are not there. Don't forget this point. Anything which is because of ignorance is a illusion. It's an aberration. And therefore the prarabdha, whatever is there, because the cause of prarabdha is the karta or the doer, and the cause of the doer is the ignorance. And therefore prarabdha, all etc. is inexplicable, or I'm repeating it, I'm taking time to repeat because I want to take away the samskar of inexplicability, that it cannot be explained. I want to take that from the mind. In that I use the word non-explainable because something is there, I cannot explain how big is it. It is not that. It is not a helplessness kind of inexplicability. Inexplicability is because of perceptibility without possibility. It is experienced without being existent. Experienced without existence. Perceptibility without possibility. Okay. And similarly, the outside world, which is same for all, plant, earth, moon, sun, if you remember, that also we had seen. If you keep on going to the cause hunting, ultimately you will very soon find I don't know. So there also the cause is ignorance. But why all these things are? Because the Maya, which is the cause, the nature of the inexplicability will be in the effect also. The DNA of Maya is in the world. DNA of Maya. They just by seeing the DNA, they can find out the parents, what tendencies they have, what diseases they had, and you are also likely to have those diseases. It is in your DNA, they say. I hope this point is. So 3 areas we saw: inexplicability, empirical eye, prarabdha, and the general world which is same for all. Very fast you will see that I cannot know it. Please note, I'm not saying I don't know. I cannot know. There are difference between a statement I don't know and I cannot know, and nobody can know. Medical science I don't know, but it is not that I cannot know. I can know medical science. I don't know how to check the blood pressure. Some people don't know. But you can know it. It's very simple. You can easily know. Or, sometimes sugar is there. Sugar machine. So I also don't know how to check sugar. I think they prick and it comes automatically. You have not, Pratyuraj? You check or not, just keep it. Achha. So, every day. Then, weekly, achha. So I don't know how to check it. But it pricks, I think, and then it shows what is the number exactly. In that particular, okay. So I have not done that. Although somebody gave me sugar machine. You had given me, that you check. I said, I don't have why to check. And Rikesh gave me medicines also. He said, you take sugar medicines. I said, I don't have sugar. He said, still you take, you will never have. Anyway, but I didn't take. So, so my point is, what is for everybody? Like the yesterday's example was the growth of the baby in the womb, or the growth of the person, or a person becoming old, or a person's hair becoming grey. All these things are not known how. Don't say the science says how and not why. Why and how both cannot be told. When the prarabdha of that jeev is over, how it leaves the body. It can leave through the eyes, it can leave through the Brahmarandra, it can leave there. And how will it go? How long will it take? These are the portions which are not 100% definite. So now, these three areas, I hope, anything I will show you again. Therefore, it is going to hit the bottom of ignorance and nobody can know it. You are having a fruit of action. Prarabdha. I had constant migraine or migraine, whatever you call. Ab you try to find out what action I had done to give. Neither you can know, nor anybody can know. Past life transgressions is the new fashion has come. All these foolish things. So, how many lives will you go and see? Because so many fruits are there in your life. You are sitting on a chair, your chair itself is a fruit. Earlier another kind of chair was there, plastic. Table itself is a fruit. You are under AC or out of AC, that itself is a fruit. Thank God Madhvi is not there. First thing she'll put on all AC. And even the temple, all windows are open because her health is like that. Health is there. The clothes you are, that also is a fruit of action. The room that you got, that is also fruit of action. All you got it, nobody gave you. It happened, you were asked to take that room. The food you are getting, breakfast, idli, that itself is a fruit of action. Oh, you know the breakfast? Yes, I know the breakfast. You took? No, I don't take, but I know what was there. This ashram coming itself is a fruit of action. Your mother, father are the fruit of action. All the teachers from class 1 to graduation and post-graduation is a fruit of action. All the colleagues you got, fruits of action. All these, salaries you got is a fruit of action. Husband, wife, spouse, children are fruit of action. Your city and your country is a fruits of action. Hundreds and thousands of fruits of action are there. And you cannot relate which karma is there. Inexplicable. And neither you know, neither anybody else can know. Therefore, it is in the area of ignorance. I'll now go ahead. I hope this point is clear. Now, 149th verse which I have mentioned. He says, he means Vedanta Swamiji, there is one philosophy called Nyaya. There are 9 schools of philosophy. You have heard that. 3 are astic, 3 are nastic, 6 are astic. Nastic means they don't believe in Vedas. Charvak, Bauddha and Jain. And 6 believe in Vedas. Purmimansa, Uttarmimansa, Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaisheshik. So out of, there is one philosophy called Nyaya, which resembles slightly Islam and Muslims. What Nyaya says, that Srishti is linear. That means God made the world. God made the world. Now God made the world is quite a ridiculous claim, as I told you. Because making involves time and space. Making involves material cause. And they say the material cause were 9 dravya, Navadravya. And if God has made, then please note, it is all as if a cock and bull story, because making involves the time when it started. There is any action will always start in time. And it always needs a thinking. It always needs a doer. Doer, thinking, time, space, and material cause, these are the natural ingredients of the action. I am going to make a house, so there has to be maker of the house. Then he needs the material causes. Then he needs the contractor. Then he needs, where are you making house? When are you starting? Where, when, what are the ingredients? If Ishwar has made the world, then Ishwar will have to become doer, number one. Number two, Ishwar needs a time and space which is a part of the world. Number three, Ishwar needs a material cause. Time, space, material cause, all itself are a part of the world. You cannot make a transistor or a computer being one part of the component of the computer. To make a computer, you should not be any part of the computer. Then only I can say I made the whole computer. Understanding now. So therefore, that collapsed very fast. So these things, God made the world. You are making the time. Then time was already there. Space was already there. Then I'll ask you, who made the time then? Then God was inside the time and inside the space. Then some other God is required to make that new God who's in time and space. So you will going to regress infinitum. And therefore, these things will not have. And why you are saying that? Because you are not thinking about the consciousness which is one, ekam nityam satyam saram. So this 149th verse says, Tarkikadaya niruktav abhimanam. Ye. They have the abhiman, pride of dialectical capacity. Nirukti means etymology. So, they place these points about what I just mentioned. They make Ishwar the maker of the world. Ishwar is the maker of the world. Vedanta does not say Ishwar is the maker of the world. Vedanta also says. Then what is the difference between Vedanta, Ishwar and their Ishwar? Their big difference is there. Vedanta Ishwar is with Maya, consciousness with Maya. And Maya makes everything. But how can Maya itself made time and space. So Maya was existing before time and space. And therefore Ishwar is not independent entity like there have Ishwar, this is Jeev, this is Jagat. This trio is not that mutually different than each other. Then therefore he uses the word 149, Harsh Mishra Dibihi, Harsh Mishra. There was one great person called Harsh Mishra. And he had written one very famous book, very advanced, called Khandan Khand Khadya. I can't pronounce. Khandan Khand Khadya, in which he has said how Ishwar cannot be this Nyaya is Ishwar. With lot of points. And therefore, Susikshitaha, they have been taught properly about that Ishwar cannot be the maker of the world. Srishti will become linear. Ishwar has made the world, then the world was not existent earlier. And please note, Ishwar has made the world, that means time and space was there. And that means Ishwar is in time and space. Then if you believe in Pralay, which you have to believe because scriptures say about the Pralay. In the Pralay, time and space is not there. That means Ishwar will not be there in Pralay if time and space is not there. So Ishwar, what is the shape of Ishwar? Because they don't bring Maya, etc. And why did Ishwar started making the world? Everything was going on well. Why did Ishwar create the world? We are troubled unnecessarily. Ishwar is making and we are under trouble. And he is enjoying life. So why did Ishwar unnecessarily made the world? Why? So these questions will be there. I hope you understand difference between Vedanta Ishwar and the Nyaya Ishwar, or Christian Ishwar and Muslim Ishwar. I hope you are clear about it. And therefore, such a beautiful inquiry only the Vedant will encourage and give all the answers. Now, 150th verse, please repeat. All are now easy, but you have to go and revise and write some notes every day. I prefer everybody should write notes as only she is writing, and give it to me, I will see. One page, just main points, headlines. What was the headline? One page, two page. Well, if I write 3, 4, that is also fine, don't worry. It's not a sin to write. But if you can just write so that you can collect and recap all the points, so that when you will revise it later on, you will have it ready-made. Otherwise, again, you have to hear the whole talk from the beginning. These points will slip away if you don't catch it. It's a typical and little subtle points. Let us now read 150th verse. अच्छा. अचिन्त्याः खलु ये भावाः न तांस्तर्केषु योजयेत् अचिन्त्य रचनारूपं मनसापि जगत् खलु. Once more I will read so that you can, if some words were not pronounced, you can again check. Achintyaः khalu ye bhavaः न तांस्तर्केषु योजयेत् अचिन्त्य रचनारूपं मनसापि जगत् खलु. Padarth. Here bhavaha means padartha, all objects. What are they? It is written achintyaha. Achintyaha means translogical, not transval. There's a place called Transvaal. When I came to South Africa, so somebody told you should read My Long Walk to Freedom. It's a very good book by Nelson Mandela. So I read that book, Long Walk to Freedom. In that book, this Transvaal was very much. I think he belonged to Transvaal or what? Mandela. Transvaal. It is province, no? Is it called Counting? Acha, acha. So that word he has used very frequently, Transvaal. So it is translogical. Well, what is translogical? When we use worldly logic, so, is he standing outside? Ramesh is standing outside? No. Why? I didn't see him. I came from outside, so I didn't see him. Therefore, because I did not see, therefore he is not there. Okay. Are you sure? Yes. I just came. I came from the gate only, and he was not there. When you came, just 2 minutes back. Because I did not see, therefore he was not there. Suresh was there? Yes, he was there. He was there standing near the gate, doing nothing, but he was standing near the gate, and therefore he was there. Okay. And this statement is called logical, where something you see, therefore it is existing. Understand my point. Yad drishtam tat satyam. I saw you, therefore you are there. I can use anuman praman or pratyaksh or arthapatti, etc. My RBC is less. How did you know? I had gone to the blood test. RBC was less. But I don't see RBC. No, you cannot see like that. You have to go for blood test. Then only you see RBC. or you have to go for iron test. How was the iron? Iron was 12, but normal should be 12.5. No, normal is there. But I have thalassemia, so it is lesser. Okay, but how did you know? I know, but I had a blood test. Just now I had a blood test. They have an instrument. Is right? Of course, instrument has to be right. It can be proved. Yes, it can be proved. It can be proved. Okay. But how are you feeling? I'm feeling weak. I think B12 is less or something is less. This is Anuman Praman. Generally we use such logic because I'm constantly feeling weak, sleepy, and I'm feeling tired. And therefore I feel something is not okay in my body. Vitamin B12 is not there, D is not there. Something is not okay. Okay. Acha. That person's house close by is very big. Acha, very big house is there. 4 cars I saw. I think he was a rich person. This is Anuman Praman. Acha. He is in the jail. He must have done something wrong. So, you are using the direct Praman and therefore it is easy to conclude. This is called logical statements. I am revising worldly logic. Worldly logic doesn't apply to trans-worldly thing. Well, please explain what is trans-worldly. Can you explain with due examples? Throw some more light on this subject. Yes, we will always have a lot of light. When you are in the world, you use such logic, and because of such logic, all sciences are there. Engineering is there. They say, we have to build floor, 120 floors. Lot of places I went, building are 170. In Singapore also, someone's 150. My God, 150 floor is there. This Burj Khalifa is there in Dubai. That is the tallest one I heard. I don't know how wonderful the civil engineers are. So they can think so much load the earth can take. And they can make it out how much load earth can take. And accordingly they will raise the number of floors. Otherwise all earth will sink. If you have to increase the number of floors, you have to find out that this much load it can take, and there is a way to reinforce the earth also, so that you can build more. And all is in the paper and computer. You need not go all the time. You can go and see what is the quality of the earth, and accordingly then you can make it out. This is the glory of science, and this is the logical. Engineering, medical, commerce, accounts, all are based on worldly logic. Where I use the Pratyaksh Praman, Anuman Praman, Arthapatti, Anuplabdhi, Upman, etc. Is it clear now? But unfortunately or fortunately, these Praman collapse when we discuss about certain things. And our problem is I use worldly Praman for trans-worldly things. Only what is trans-worldly? I'm coming. What is trans-worldly? I have said if something is there, it is seen, therefore it exists. This is my Praman. It is real. It is real. I see a woman, she is real. I see a man, is real. But this is a worldly Praman. Vedanta says no. If something is real only when it is not based on ignorance. Lo. Well, how do you know it is based on ignorance? If my starting of the talk, if it is having a cause which is changing and always there. The cause is unchanging, called the consciousness, because all the world I can reduce to 5 elements. Everything of this world is 5 elements. 5 elements are dependent on mind. Mind is dependent on self, and self is unchanging. And therefore this pyramid which is made, it is all false. And therefore it is called achintya. Trans-logical, I use the word. Worldly logic is not used there. So is it illogical? No, it is neither logical, worldly logical, not worldly logical. Because you use the logic and illogical from the worldly standpoint. I am not using the worldly logic and worldly illogical. Here the definition of the truth is which does not need anything else to support itself, and it is same throughout. And therefore, it is all called translogical. I hope this point is little clear to you. So first thing, whole world is translogical. Superficial things of the world will be logical, worldly logical or illogical. 2 plus 2 is equal to 10. This is illogical. Now I'll tell you about more that. I did an action. And what is illogical? But cannot be proved by direct perception. He is not standing here. Who? Suresh. Therefore he is not there. No, Suresh is there. Although I don't say, but he still is there. Well, you are talking illogical. I hope you understand. He is not standing, but still he is there. You can't see what. You are talking illogical. Well, I am eating a lot. Or I am not eating, but still I am well. This is illogical. Or I am eating a lot. Still my weight doesn't increase. This is illogical. So where you don't find a connection between the cause and effect in the world, that is illogical. I hope you are understanding that. Please don't miss my points. Each point, it takes a lot of hours to conclude on that. So just take it a little seriously. Okay. I'm taking seriously. Acha, yes. He drank poison, but still didn't die. Then the poison must be contaminated. It must have come from China. When he drank poison, he should have died. Or at least some illness should be there. Or he took 22 Panados. So if not that, at least he will go through some serious problem at the stomach. If you take so many Panados together, a person can collapse. So this is called logical and illogical, worldly things. I hope you are understanding. But when I use the word, that world has come from somewhere. World is not logical because it has not come from somewhere. And you cannot, because it has not come from there, therefore it is not illogical also. It is translogical because the very cause of the world is Maya and ignorance. This is one point. This is called achintya. The word is achintya. Another point I will show you. I got the body. Then the Vedanta will say, because of the past fruits of action, I must have got the body. Now to prove it, you cannot prove by the direct perception. Please note, there is a definite praman for definite object. Praman means means of knowledge. For knowing definite thing, there is a definite means of knowledge. Eyes are required for knowing forms. Ears are required for knowing sound. Taste is required for knowing taste. Tongue is required for knowing taste. So tongue, eyes, ear are praman in their respective areas. Touch is a praman to know it is hot or cold, soft or hard. Sometimes you are cooking food, you don't see and you lift it. It was very, very hot. Because you cannot see it is hot or cold. And you lifted it. You are absent-minded by nature. So you lifted it and then you throw it. And then always you will have burnt here. Now, I am using this praman of Shabd, Sparsh, Roop, Ras to know fruit of action. Connection between fruit and fruit of action cannot be known by the direct means of knowledge, you need another means of knowledge called Shastra. Shastra is sixth eye. Devatas. You cannot know Devatas while Indra is standing here. I had just said hi to him. You cannot do like that. Well, where is Indra? Swami? It is translogical. You are venturing into another area. Atma, Devta, Dharma, Ishwar. You cannot know by this. You can speculate. You will have some guess. He has very good of action. Why? Because very good life he has. He has such a good wife, husband, good father, mother. He must have done some good action. But what? That I don't know. That nobody can know. That is translogical. Well, such a beautiful person is. I don't know what good action he has done to get to such a beauty. Acha? Yes. Everything about him is so good, so decent, so graceful. Mine, I was made in a rush. I was given in a contract. God used his own hand to make. In Hindi, they say, "Fursat se banaya hai." God has made with all leisure he had. He took many days to make him. I was made in a rush work. These things are translogical. Dharma, karma, phal. What is your duty? I hope you're understanding. Ishwar. And therefore the word which is used, achintyaha. World beyond a point is translogical. Maya is translogical. Maya, tell me, Maya is there or not there? And what I will say, something is seen, then it is real. Arey bhai, Maya cannot be seen. Energy. I can know kinetic energy. I can know potential energy. You cannot know Maya like that because Buddhi itself is a child of Maya. How can the Buddhi know its own cause? Buddhi cannot know the cause. It will collapse. And therefore the normal means of knowledge will not work there. And therefore he says, Na tan tarkeshu yojayet. Don't put your worldly logic there. Because it is not proved by the worldly logic. Worldly logic means pratyaksh praman. Because I don't see, it is not there. Where is Atma? Dikhao Atma kahan hai? Arey, Atma cannot be seen. Mind cannot be seen. Mind is not black and white. Everybody knows I have vasana. Dikhao vasana kahan hai? Let the doctor operate the brain and vasana nikal diya. Doctor scrubbed all the vasana. And after operation of the brain, he was purest person, he went into direct meditation. Because doctor took away all the vasana. He scrubbed all the vasanas. And he is now purest person. And he is always in meditation. He has put vasanas of Bhagwan also. He got some new vasanas from macro. And it was expensive because it was meditation vasana. So he has said, I want vasana to meditate, vasana to do jap. So a 5 gram vasana, it costs quite thousands of rand. And I have put it. Now he will constantly meditate and do jap day and night. And earlier Kam, Krodh vasana has been taken out. But you know that vasana cannot be seen. You know mind cannot be seen. One doctor engineer, he studies for 16 years. His super specialization is there. He's done, 5-year MBBS. Then he did MD. Then he did DM. So many. Open his brain, nothing you will feel. No chips are there. You won't see anything. He is a super specialist. He is a, neurologist, a neurosurgeon. They are super specialists. But you don't see it anywhere. Because you don't see, you cannot see, it cannot exist. This is a wrong concept. That I'll see only I believe. And therefore it is said here that the world, Maya, Dharma, Ishwar, they are translogical. Don't use worldly logic to know that. You are trying to use eyes to know the sound. As I told you, once I went in the kitchen, very nice fragrance was there. I said, very nice food is made. Moment you ate, it was not good at all. You are using the nose to know the taste. You are using the nose. That is not there. Sometimes you feel, Acha, what is this? So not a good looking vegetable, but you eat, it is very good sometimes. Some fruits are there. Banana is dark black. Sometimes you feel this is dark banana, spotted banana, I won't eat. But moment you eat, it is very sweet sometimes. So eyes are, you don't use a wrong prama. Na tas tarkan yojet. Yojet is vidhiling. Don't use it. Don't use wrong logic on the subject like Ishwar. Ishwar is there, show me. Atma is there, show me. Har cheez show me. It should be in front of me. This is not the right way. Okay. Maya kahan hai? Dikhao Maya kahan hai? It is all your, lust. There is nothing called Maya. Maya, the world is there. What is the cause of Maya? Where from Maya has come? If I tell where from Maya has come, that means Maya was not there, then it will come. You are using a worldly logic that everything should come, then only it is there. And Maya is of the nature of ignorance. Ignorance cannot come from knowledge. Like from darkness I can't create, from light I can't create darkness. I hope you are following these things. Take time to digest it. But what will happen? 2-3 things will happen. And therefore he says, 152nd line, Achinta Rachna Rupam Man. And therefore this is all inexplicable, inconceivable. Manasapi, mind cannot objectify, mind cannot understand, mind cannot conceive, mind cannot appreciate from its regular ways of appreciation. ठीक है? World, dharma, Maya, they are all based on solid ignorance, and you are trying to get a real knowledge, real cause of that ignorance. And you will beat round the bush and you will never get the cause. Then you will say, first was the chicken, first was the egg, first was the tree, first or was the seed. First was the woman or first was the man? You keep on asking this question. First was Srishti or first was Pralay? Did dissolution come first or the creation come first? First was the body or first was the action? Everywhere now you keep quiet. Why? Don't use first. You are bringing time by using that. First. How can it be first? When did Maya come first? Again, you are asking the first question. I am explaining you again and again. Don't use. But you are asking me not to, because you are asking a wrong question. You are too conditioned by first, second. If Maya comes first, then time will be before Maya. For time to exist, space has to be there. For space to exist, object has to be there. Okay. I hope this thing is clear. Ask questions. Where is it the periphery of cause and effect is not collapsing? Ask those questions. I am feeling feverish nowadays. In the evening, fever is there. I'll go to the doctor, let me see what happened. Evening, 4 o'clock onwards, fever starts. Don't worry about I'm not having, don't worry. Sierra is worried. I'm not having any fever. But if you go to the doctor, he will not be satisfied. He will say, please go for blood test. I think you have malaria or typhoid. You should not have a fever. Fever means infection. Logic is there, it's true. Something is wrong in the body. If fever is continuously coming, it's not a good sign. If anybody says, this is a common fact, cause and effect is direct there. He failed in the examination. Either his aptitude is not there, he is not studying. Or both. As the case may be. Very easy cause and effect is there. No, he has a good attitude. No, attitude is okay, but he has to, aptitude is very much required. Acha. There you can easily play with cause and effect. One lady was there in Nepal. She told to Gurudev, I don't eat, but still I am putting on weight and weight. Gurudev laughed, Bole, you are effect without cause. So, there the effect and cause will be there. Unless somebody has disease. There is certain disease of hormones where you keep on putting weight, I heard. Even if you eat less, especially if you are taking any medication or some hormonal imbalance is there, or thyroid even is there, they also keep on putting weight without eating. Are you saying, I'm not saying don't put cause and effect, but don't put worldly cause and effect in trans-worldly things. Now let us now go ahead. So 2-3 corollaries. Yesterday I told you, number 1, world will never be perfect. Family will never be perfect. All will collapse and separate in due time. I told also, all relations are meant to be parted. वो कभी न कभी टूट जाएगा. Everything is imperfect. So while living in the world, don't expect perfection from other person. देखो, important point is there. Please work on how to remove the effect of Maya. Don't work to find the cause of Maya. So while dealing with others, accept. While dealing with yourself, remove the effect of Maya. And while dealing with others, know the cause of Maya. Know the Maya's nature. Are you understanding? While dealing with yourself, don't say I am imperfect, my mind is imperfect because Maya is like that. You have to conquer Maya. You have to conquer the Maya, not finish it. Conquer it. But how world will go, how this will happen, how that will happen, why it is like that, it is like that. I explained it so many times. He still is not understanding. This is the nature. This is the nature. Every day I have one important message. Personally I am saying, what? People don't change. People are same. Very few try to conquer Maya. They are totally drowned in Maya and drowned in the ignorance. So therefore live with more forgiveness, acceptance. Know that, yes, I have. Ram ji came, Krishna ji came, world didn't change. Avatar happens. Narsimha Bhagwan came. All came to improve the world. For a few days it was okay, again it became same. You don't appear that in India Ram ji and Krishna ji had come. It doesn't appear that Shiv ji is the Ishta. So, this is number 1 conclusion. Number 2, for yourself, please try to beat the effect of Maya, called ahankar, attachment, or jealousies, pride, doership. I am enjoyer, I am doer, I have done a lot, I am very intelligent, I am foolish, I am not good looking, therefore people don't love me. If I had a better look, they would have loved me. My looks are not good. I will do some upasana to get my looks proper. What looks for looks, any upasana is there, I'll ask Swamiji, but how to ask, he will shout. So, I will ask, what looks to have? What jab can I get good looks? Ab dekho, you are under the effect of Maya. You are under effect of Maya. Try to transcend it by knowing the knowledge of the self. Let the Maya be seen as Maya. You are not embedded in Maya. Empirical eye, I use the word. You are not in empirical eye. You are in absolute eye. Your journey is from empirical to absolute, from finite to infinite, from limited to unlimited, from being a part of the world to the world appearing in me. This is your journey. I am a part of the world. I am being taken for granted. Everybody asks me to do the work. When they need me, they'll come to me. When they don't need me, they don't talk to me also. Everybody is so selfish. All this is a statement you are putting yourself as a part of the world. And really, world is in me. Many world has come and gone in me. This knowledge is which is taking the effect of Maya. Vedanta is working not to find what is the cause of Maya. Vedanta is working to remove the effect of Maya, to negate it, to see the false as false, to see the truth and truth. Only two work you have to do. Nothing else you have to do. Whole sadhana is only two things. Seeing false as false, and seeing truth is truth. You have the department truth and false. सद एव सत असत एव असत बस इतना ही काम करना बस only to work nothing else you have to do. What is false? Yes, false. Oh, so where to start from your own self, your ahankar. That is false or true? Day and night please see it is false. See the limitation in me is false. See the body is false. See the relatives as false. See means think. And true, the Chaitanya Atma is true. Only two work do day and night. Only I have no time to do anything. I have so many work. Then you are a student of Karma Yoga. Then surrender to God. Don't worry. But one day you have to come to this stage. Today, tomorrow, 10 years, 20 years, next birth. Without that you won't go. I hope you are understanding. If too much of work is there, then you cross it. Please God and let God give me the mind to understand that. Give me the Guru, give me mind, give me Shastra, give me Satsang. I will strive for that. But one day you have to come to this point that only two things you do. Or most of the time, how can this body be true? Why? Because it was this big, it became this big, it became this big. First it increased in length, then in breadth. How can it be true? It had all-round performance. Acha, I tell you, the weight, getting the height of the body is prarabdha. But weight of the body is purushartha. Height is because of your fate. Weight is because of your own effort. So you are churning within. And how do you churn? You got sufficient matter from satsang and Vidyaranya Swami. Gita gave you, Ramayana gave you. And then you are established. After negating, then what is that truth here? Ekam, Nityam, Satyam, Saram. And it is not changing. If I had changed, then who will know the change? And if that means that I has no relation with the body, because body is not changing. Body is changing, it would have changed. That means before the birth also that I must be there. But stop. Hold on. Sit in your room. Hold on. Objectify. This making a third person. Like you see a chair and table. See the person's life. For some time, address this as a this. Don't say I. Mentally. Not in front of everybody. Mentally. This person is sad today. This person is unnecessarily angry today. This is very happy today. Distance. More you can see this behavioral pattern of the jiva and company. Limited. It is not unlimited. Therefore all companies have word limited. It is all limited. More you can see it. Nothing to do. See, sit in your room and see with open eyes. Family. Don't say my family. His family. His child. His education. His mother. His father. Don't use this language in front of everybody. Just for yourself. And what will happen? What was conscious, it will become unconscious slowly. Subconscious. And if somebody will, saints, somebody hits them, one slaps them. They are quiet. You know what they think? They slapped this body. They slapped this body. I have nothing to do with it. See, they are garlanding this body. Very good. So everybody is praising this body. This is what is the establishment of their knowledge. Their knowledge has become firm. Where external sorrows do come, but they don't stay because knowledge immediately comes. How can they hit me when I'm not this? How can they praise me? Hold on. Think, breathe, talk, see, revel, realize. This is sadhana. This is why people give their whole life. We'll see more tomorrow. So this topic is over, almost Maya topic, till 151 verse I had mentioned. Next verse will say Maya is the cause of the whole world and the topic of Maya is over. And then what new topic is there? Reflected consciousness of Ishwar. New topic is there. Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.